Hey everybody, I'm going to take a few minutes and give you a little bit of a commercial on Tourbuilder and what Tourbuilder can do. So you notice I have a map here, and the map has all these different points. So I've got a ship, that was when I was on a ship, and these are a couple outdoorsy spot, a train, a bus, and so on. So I put these points on a map, and I'm going to create a tour. And the tour has all kinds of features. It has pictures, it has locations on a map, it has text, links, all that kind of stuff. So let's just dig in and I'll show you what I've got here. So I'm in as a guest. So I can't edit anything here. So it gives you just an idea of what it can do. What does it look like for the end user? You'll notice I have all these different locations. I can jump around if I want to, but I can also just collapse that so I have a more clean look. And I can just click next. So this particular tour I wanted to create because I took a tour with my dad. We went to Alaska, did the land and sea tour, and I took notes on Google Keep while I was gone, so all I had to do is copy and paste those into here. And I took a bunch of pictures. This is just one picture. This is just my intro slide, so that's where we are right here. So when I click next, you'll notice what happens. I'm going to actually go to my first location, which was where we started our adventure. So we started in Vancouver. And this goes through and talks about what that whole adventure was like to start with, our travel time, and the first day at sea. This was all Vancouver. Now, this looks great, right? I can see the ship. I can stand on the deck. But the cool part about this is actually a Pegman view, which means it's a 360 view. I can click and drag around, and I can look up, and I can look around. I wonder what she's looking at. Oh, I see. So I can go all over the place. So I have, as I authored this, I specified that that's where I wanted the viewer to start. And up here, you'll notice this is a slideshow. So if I can just click through it, it'll also advance on its own, or I can click on the magnifying glass and get a much better look at these pictures. So I can click close, and now I'm ready for the next location. So I click next, it comes out of that point, zooms into my next Pegman view, which I have locked in to look at Creek Street. So here we are at Creek Street. And I can see kind of what that looks like, and it looks kind of small towny. Looks like there's some tourists there. I'm looking all around. And I can remember walking here. I can almost put myself right in that spot. So I have my audience retracing my steps. So here are some pictures again. So I can click on the magnifying glass and I can see what was going on here. I can, although I didn't, I could even put captions here that says this is a juvenile bald eagle that we saw and so on. In here, you'll notice that there's a description. Again, I copied and pasted this from my Google Keep log that I wrote down every day what we did. And you'll notice that there are some links in here. So my links allow me to take my visitor to find out more. So I told my side of the story, but here's the official look of Creek Street, or this George Inlet Lodge, which is a kind of a famous place. They serve crab there. So I can go to the next location, and now we're at Juneau. It's going to zoom in. And this is where we saw the Mendenhall Glacier and went on a whale watch. So this was the most fascinating piece. It's really hard to explain, but here's a whale watch. So this was the company that we went with for our whale watch, so it kind of gives you an idea. Maybe somebody wanted to know, how do I hook myself up with one of those whale watches? Here's a little something about what bubble net feeding is. So that would allow your guest to learn a little bit more about what you're talking about. So links, and again, you've got these pictures. So the pictures will kind of tell the tale as well. So instead of clicking through, and I can click through and go to all these different spots, but I'm going to go ahead and expand this, and I'm going to jump you all the way down to a place where I know that there's a video. So in Denali, let's jump to Denali. Go ahead and collapse that again. And so this was the lodge we stayed in. There weren't a lot of Pegman kind of views in the park, pretty remote out there. But I added some pictures so you get a pretty good idea. Yeah, that was a road we went on. That's a 2-lane bus road. So you kind of get an idea what that whole experience might have been like. And then again, there's some links in here and the whole description. This is from my Google Keep log. Now, the cool thing about this, let me go, I know at the very end I had a video. So here's a video that I took from the bus, and we saw these really cool grizzly bears when we were in Denali. So I put it together in a video. And I can even add videos. So it can be a video I find, or it can be a video that I take, either one. This articulates really well with YouTube because it is a Google product. So I think that's about it. Hopefully you see all the features of Google Tour Builder.